What if knowing which body type you are was actually the key to getting the most from your eating and exercise routine? Have you ever heard of the 3 body types? Endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph? I hadn't either until recently. What if knowing which body type you are was actually the key to getting the most from your eating and exercise routine? We are all so different, which is exactly why there's no one-size-fits-all approach to feeling our best and getting our healthiest. Last week, I found out what body type I am, which now means I know exactly what I should be eating, how I should be working out to really see results. In this video, I'm going to put those to the test and see what happens. But before I do, let me quickly explain the 3 body types generally, just so that you have an understanding about what I'm talking about. As I mentioned, the 3 body types, there's endomorph, ectomorph, and mesomorph. People with an ectomorph body type generally are longer and leaner. They have little body fat and little muscle, and they might find it hard to gain weight. People with a mesomorph body type tend to have a medium-sized frame. They might find it easier to build muscle on their body, and they might have more muscle on their frame than body fat. Typically, they're strong, they're not overweight or underweight. People with an endomorph body type tend to be rounder, curvier, they might have larger bones and joints, and they may find it really easy to gain weight and hard to lose weight. To get a precise assessment as to whether you're an endo, ecto, meso, or a combination type, you really need to go to a lab where they can assess you properly and have your body fat, your bone mass, your muscle mass, all of that measured. Or you can get a little indication by doing an online quiz. Obviously, they're not going to be as precise as having an assessment done in a lab, but they can be a really interesting starting point to sort of get a feel for which body type or combination type you might be. I've left a link in the description box below to one online test, but there are heaps out there if you want to give some a go. Last week I found out what body type I was after a really in-depth assessment. To be honest, it was kind of a weird experience. They measured my skull, my jaw, looked at the length of my fingers, and it took about an hour to have all of the measurements done, as well as answering all of these questions about my medical history and my family history too. All of that information was plugged into a computer, and the results came out that I was part endomorph, part ectomorph. So basically a combination type. Kind of not a big surprise to me that I was an endomorph, because my entire life I have really struggled with my weight. I find it really easy to gain weight, really hard to lose weight, and I've always been described by my family as being big boned compared to my sister. This also explains why I'm particularly sensitive to eating refined carbs and sugars. When I have those foods, I only crave more, and that's why I try to limit those foods. Being part ectomorph also explains why I've always felt like my frame was disproportional. I've always felt like my top half was smaller than my bottom half, and that's because it was. But had I been eating and training correctly for my body type to see the results that I wanted? Yes and no. It turns out that following a low carb diet, which I do now, is actually really good for people who are endomorphs. So that's one tick. But everything else I'd been doing was so wrong. For the last 2 to 3 years, I've been working out first thing in the morning. And apparently, for my body type, that is the worst thing that I could be doing. The results that I got told me that I needed to flip my schedule entirely to really maximize my results. I'm all for an experiment, so that's exactly what I'm doing in this video. I'm going to test that out. It's 12:30, it's time for lunch, and look at me. This is just a situation. I'm in absolute state today. Today is day 1 of trialing out this new routine, and I gotta say, I'm not a fan. I never got ready for the day because I was like, why get ready when I have to shower later? And now it's 12:30, so it just doesn't feel like there's any point in showering and getting ready. You know what I mean? Like, I left it too late. I've missed the boat today. Hi family!
Hi there!
Are we ready for our afternoon workout?
Aren't you so happy about it? Just fun to be around right now. How would you say this has disrupted your schedule?
In every single way.
Oh well, at least you're not complaining about it.
What you guys have missed is me complaining all day about this. I just am so not used to doing workouts in the afternoon. And on top of everything else, it is blimmin' hot today.
Yeah.
Blimey.
It is, what is it? 27 degrees.
28, I reckon.
Here in Chichur. And,
high humidity.
well, you're in great spirits. So there's that.
And we're going to do like a really hard, intense workout.
Yep.
And it's so hot. And it's the afternoon. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna get so much traffic. So is working out in the afternoon even really good?
We're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out.
Traffic is gonna be interesting because if we hit a single car, then that is more traffic than we get at 10 to 6.
Yeah, at 6 in the morning you don't have much traffic, if any
there's
traffic. And yeah, yep, traffic. Wow, if you just, my face is so red. That was hard. It's a hot day, hard class, but I feel so good that I got it done. It was a little bit stressful getting there, having to deal with traffic. It's honestly really hard training at the end of the day for me because you kind of have to like amp yourself up that you're training. You gotta like get all excited for it, whereas in the morning I don't really have to think about it. I just get up and do it. And because it's so early, I haven't really had the chance to wake up yet, so I'm not even really sure what's going on. By the end of the day though, it's so easy for me to have talked myself out of working out. How did you find that working out later?
Great. No, it was all good. I have to say, I burnt the exact same amount of calories in the evening as I do in the morning, so there's no improvement there.
Same for me.
Traffic, worse.
Yeah.
You spend the whole day dreading working out.
Yeah.
If the day's warm, then
like today?
It's hot, which makes working out harder. Whereas like in the morning's generally cool, you smash it out, you're still asleep, bash it out, bish bash bosh, you're done.
Anyway, tomorrow
also 2 showers, you have to shower twice.
I was just gonna actually say that.
Yeah,
you do, you have to shower twice. I'm about to shower now and then get on to making dinner, but it just means you have to like cram more into your night. You gotta get workouts done, gotta get home, gotta shower, gotta make dinner. It's kind of all go.
Big dog status, I'm a big dog vet. I pull up on the block in a big Corvette. Yeah, ride around the city with a stick all black. Try with a stroke, but we ain't with all that. Made $1 million and I can't go back. Got a lot of jewelry on me, man, you can't hold that. 12 asking better, tell him that I ain't so crack. Know your money long when your
Finished our session with my trainer Cole and my friend Georgia. How is it that I'm so red compared to you?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I turned it on last night, so maybe that's why.
I always have the reddest face, it's so annoying. You look so good though, like you haven't even broken a sweat.
Housekeeping.
COVID.
Housekeeping.
We're back in the car after our morning workout. Back into our routine after yesterday. How do you feel compared to yesterday?
Great. Great. Morning workouts are just, they just slap.
They just slap.
They just slap.
They go hard.
Yeah. Because now we're done for the day.
Honestly.
And that's my one shower for the day.
It's so true.
And there's no traffic. And Charlie's a Cumian.
We got a park, we got our workout in, and the best thing is like the endorphins that I feel after a workout, I feel right now. I don't have to wait until the end of the day to get like a rush of feeling good, and then it's like time for dinner and bed. So I'm just dropping Dave off to work. This is also awesome, like being so efficient with our time.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
No to and fro's.
This was such an interesting experiment, flipping our schedule completely and trying working out at a totally different time of the day. Honestly, it just was not for me working out in the afternoon. Even though it might be technically the best time for my body type, it just didn't take into account all of the other factors that I did not enjoy at all. The traffic, feeling unmotivated by the end of the day, having to rush at the end of the night, having 2 showers. I know that all of those things might seem small and insignificant, but all of those factors, when I truly look at them, honestly would just mean that I wouldn't want to do my workout at the end of the day. And the best workout that you get done is the one that you get done. It doesn't matter what time of the day you work out, and honestly, it doesn't matter what you're doing as you're working out either. It just matters that you like what you're doing and that you get it done. Whenever, who cares? After we finished filming this video, Dave and I went back to afternoon workouts for an entire week. I really wanted to give it a red hot go, give it my all, and just make sure that it wasn't for me. And obviously it wasn't for me. All of those factors still remain. Even though this test determined what would be perfect for my body type, what would give me the best results, I wouldn't stick to its recommendations, and therefore I wouldn't get the results at all. I've found a routine that I love, that I've been able to sustain, and that's the most important thing. So if you're watching this video and you're wondering whether or not you should work out in the morning or the afternoon, I recommend that you go for it, give it a try, change up your schedule if you think that you need to, try it out and then decide for you. If it's something that you like and you'll stick with, go for it. If you hate it, just flip the schedule again and try something new. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in the next one.
And that's a wrap with Charlie.